Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our new video. Let me ask you a serious question. What if the very foods you've been told are healthy your entire life are actually making you age faster? Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, because millions of people over 50 are unknowingly eating foods that speed up wrinkles, joint pain, fatigue, and even weight gain, all while thinking they're doing the right thing. Here's the truth. Food companies and even some doctors have spent decades pushing these so-called healthy choices, but the science shows they can actually spike your blood sugar, inflame your joints, and accelerate the breakdown of collagen, the very protein that keeps your skin youthful and your body strong. Think about it. Have you noticed how some people in their 50s look 70 while others still look 40? It's not just genetics. In fact, what you put on your plate every single day plays a bigger role than you've been told. And some of the worst culprits are sitting right now in your kitchen. Foods you probably eat every morning and even give to your grandkids thinking they're good for them. In this video, I'm going to reveal 3 healthy foods that are secretly aging you from the inside out. These are foods that raise insulin, trigger inflammation, and keep you stuck in a cycle of fatigue, stiffness, and weight gain. And once you know what they are, you'll never look at your grocery cart the same way again. Now don't worry, I won't just tell you what to stop eating, I'll also give you better doctor-approved alternatives that actually support longevity, energy, and healthy aging. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to swap these so-called healthy foods for real nutrition that keeps you young at heart. So if you want to protect your skin, joints, and energy levels, and you're tired of being lied to by the food industry, stick with me, because the first food on this list is probably something you've been told to eat every single day. Now let's start with one of the biggest myths in modern nutrition: whole wheat bread and heart-healthy grains. For decades, you've been told to swap white bread for whole wheat, to eat more oats, and to make grains the foundation of your diet. The food pyramid practically worshipped them. But here's the problem. Whether it's white bread, wheat bread, or even those fancy multi-grain options, at the end of the day, your body processes them all the same way, as sugar. Yes, you heard me right. That slice of healthy whole wheat bread spikes your blood sugar almost as much as a spoonful of white sugar. And every time your blood sugar shoots up, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. Over time, these constant spikes and crashes create a perfect storm inside your body: inflammation, weight gain around your belly, and yes, faster aging. Why faster aging? Because high blood sugar and high insulin trigger a process called glycation. That's when sugar molecules attach themselves to your proteins and DNA, literally damaging your cells from the inside. It's like rust on metal. Once glycation sets in, it stiffens your joints, makes your skin lose elasticity, and accelerates wrinkles. In other words, it makes you look and feel older than you are. And here's something most doctors won't tell you. Many seniors who complain of fatigue, brain fog, or joint stiffness are actually dealing with the hidden consequences of eating these healthy grains every single day. It's not just about carbs or calories, it's about how those foods chemically age your body every time you eat them. Now, some people argue, but Dr. Berry, whole grains have fiber and vitamins. Yes, they do, but the negatives far outweigh those tiny benefits. And you can get better fiber and nutrients from foods that don't damage your metabolism, like vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Think about it like this. Would you rather eat something that gives you a sprinkle of vitamins but also dumps sugar into your bloodstream, or eat real nutrient-dense foods that give you energy, protect your joints, and keep your skin firm? To me, the choice is obvious. So here's my advice. If you want to age gracefully, stay sharp, and keep moving pain-free after 50, stop buying into the whole wheat myth. Bread, pasta, crackers, cereals, even if they're labeled whole grain, are not your friend. They are one of the biggest drivers of inflammation and premature aging in modern diets. Instead, swap them for low-carb vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower rice, zucchini noodles, or almond flour bread. These give you the fiber you need without the sugar spikes, and they actually nourish your body rather than age it. The bottom line is this: whole wheat bread is not a health food. It's a marketing trick that's been making people older, sicker, and more inflamed for decades. And if you're serious about healthy aging, the first step is to break free from this so-called healthy food. Now, the second so-called healthy food I want to warn you about is low-fat dairy. Things like skim milk, low-fat yogurt, or fat-free cheese. For years, doctors, dietitians, and even government guidelines told us to avoid fat because it supposedly clogs your arteries and makes you gain weight. So what happened? The food industry took out the natural fat from dairy and replaced it with sugar, artificial flavors, and thickeners to make it taste good again. And we were told this was the healthier choice. But let me tell you the truth. Low-fat dairy is one of the worst things you can put in your body if you want to age well. Here's why. When you strip the fat out of milk or yogurt, you also remove the very nutrients that help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are absolutely essential for skin health, bone strength, and hormone balance. Without fat, your body struggles to use them properly, and that leaves you nutritionally starved, even if you think you're eating healthy. On top of that, most low-fat yogurts are loaded with sugar. Pick up a typical cup of fruit on the bottom yogurt and you'll find 20-25 grams of sugar. That's the same as eating a candy bar for breakfast. And remember what I said earlier, sugar spikes your insulin, causes glycation, and literally damages your collagen. That means wrinkles, sagging skin, stiff joints, and accelerated aging. But it doesn't stop there. When your insulin spikes from all that hidden sugar, it locks your body into fat storage mode. That's why so many people who switch to low-fat diets actually end up gaining weight, especially around the belly. And belly fat, as we know, isn't just cosmetic, it's tied to heart disease, diabetes, and faster biological aging. Now let's talk about satiety. When you eat low-fat yogurt or drink skim milk, you may feel full for an hour, but soon after your blood sugar crashes and you're hungry again. That leads to constant snacking, cravings, and overeating throughout the day. Compare that to full-fat dairy, which actually keeps you satisfied and fuels your body with healthy fats your cells need to repair themselves. Here's another kicker. Many low-fat dairy products contain inflammatory additives like carrageenan, artificial sweeteners, and stabilizers. These may irritate your gut lining and worsen joint pain. Two things you absolutely don't want after 50. So what's the better alternative? If you tolerate dairy, stick to full-fat, unsweetened options. Greek yogurt, heavy cream, or raw cheese from grass-fed cows are far superior choices. They contain natural healthy fats that help your body absorb nutrients, keep your hormones balanced, and support a healthy metabolism. And if you can't handle dairy at all, no problem. Swap it with nutrient-dense alternatives like unsweetened coconut yogurt, almond milk, or even just whole foods like avocados and nuts. These give you the healthy fats your body craves, without the sugar bomb and without accelerating the aging process. So remember this, low-fat doesn't mean healthy. In fact, it often means low nutrients, high sugar, and fast aging. Don't fall for the marketing hype. If you want to stay youthful, energetic, and strong, throw that skim milk and low-fat yogurt in the trash where it belongs, and go back to the real, whole foods your body was designed to thrive on. The third healthy food that's secretly making you older is one that almost every household has in the pantry or fridge: fruit juice and heart-healthy breakfast cereals. Let's start with juice. You've been told since childhood that orange juice is part of a balanced breakfast, right? Commercials show happy families drinking a tall glass of juice, smiling and starting their day the healthy way. But here's the reality, a glass of orange juice contains as much sugar as a can of soda. That's right, sip for sip, your healthy juice is basically liquid candy. Now you might say, but Dr. Berry, juice has vitamins. Sure, it has some vitamin C, but you're also getting a massive hit of fructose, sugar that overwhelms your liver, spikes your insulin, and sets off the very same aging process we talked about earlier, glycation. That means more wrinkles, more stiffness in your joints, and more belly fat hanging around your waistline. And here's the kicker, when you drink juice instead of eating whole fruit, you miss out on the natural fiber that slows sugar absorption. An apple with its skin gives you steady energy. A glass of apple juice just slams your bloodstream with sugar, and your body pays the price. Now let's talk about those so-called heart-healthy cereals. The ones with whole grains, a heart symbol on the box, health claims plastered all over. Sounds convincing, right? But flip the box around and what do you see? Added sugar, processed grains, and artificial vitamins sprayed on at the end to make it look nutritious. Most breakfast cereals are nothing more than refined carbs in a colorful box. They spike your blood sugar first thing in the morning, setting you up for an energy crash by midday. And when your blood sugar keeps going up and down like that, you're not just tired, you're aging faster on the cellular level. So what should you do instead? Skip the juice. Skip the cereal. If you want a real anti-aging breakfast, go for eggs, avocado, Greek yogurt with no added sugar, or even just black coffee with a side of protein. These choices fuel your body, stabilize your energy, and protect your skin and joints instead of tearing them down. Bottom line, if you want to stay young at heart, never trust what's on the front of the box or bottle, always read the back, and remember, fruit juice and cereals are not health foods, they are sugar traps, and sugar is the fastest way to age yourself before your time. Now that we've exposed the truth about bread, low-fat dairy, juices, and cereals, you might be wondering, okay, Dr. Berry, if all these so-called healthy foods are actually aging me, what should I eat instead? I get that question every single day from my patients, and the good news is the answer is simple. You don't need exotic superfoods, expensive powders, or anything fancy. The real anti-aging foods are the same ones our ancestors ate for centuries before modern food marketing tricked us. Let's break it down. 1 Healthy fats that heal instead of harm. Instead of reaching for low-fat yogurt or skim milk, choose full-fat natural sources of dairy if you tolerate them, things like unsweetened Greek yogurt, heavy cream, or raw cheese. These contain healthy fats that keep your hormones balanced, your brain sharp, and your skin glowing. And if dairy doesn't work for you, don't worry. Foods like avocados, olives, nuts, and seeds provide the exact same benefits. Your cells need fat to repair themselves. Without it, you accelerate aging. So don't fear fat, embrace the right kinds of fat. 2. Protein that protects muscle and bones. One of the biggest reasons people over 50 start to feel weak, fragile, or tired is because they're not eating enough protein. Forget the cereals and whole grains, they don't build muscle. Instead, focus on high-quality protein like eggs, chicken, fish, or even grass-fed beef. Protein doesn't just keep you strong, it also supports collagen production, which means firmer skin, stronger joints, and fewer wrinkles. If you want to look younger and feel younger, protein is non-negotiable. Low-carb vegetables for fiber and micronutrients. Instead of bread or pasta, fill your plate with low-carb vegetables like broccoli, spinach, zucchini, asparagus, or cauliflower. These provide fiber that supports gut health without spiking your blood sugar. They also pack in vitamins and minerals that keep your immune system strong and slow down the aging process. Remember, your body doesn't age because it's missing bread, but it absolutely suffers if you miss out on real nutrients from whole, natural foods. Beverages that hydrate, not harm. Ditch the fruit juice and soda. If you really want to support longevity, stick to water. Sparkling water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. These hydrate you, give you antioxidants, and don't age your skin like sugary drinks do. If you want flavor, squeeze in lemon or add a few berries. You'll get taste without the sugar bomb. 5 Smart swaps that last a lifetime. Muzzy. Swap cereal for eggs and avocado. Swap fruit juice for a handful of berries. Swap bread for lettuce wraps or almond flour bread. Swap low-fat yogurt for full-fat Greek yogurt with no sugar. These simple swaps can literally change the way you age. You'll feel more energy, have clearer skin, and even notice less joint stiffness, all from removing foods that damage you and replacing them with foods that heal you. Here's the truth, my friend. Healthy aging isn't about eating less or following some extreme fad diet. It's about eating real food, food your great-grandparents would recognize. When you cut out the fake healthy foods and replace them with nutrient-dense whole options, your body starts to repair itself. And the best part, it's never too late. Even if you've been eating bread, low-fat yogurt, and juice for decades, your body can still bounce back once you give it the right fuel. So let's bring this all together, my friend. We started this video with a shocking truth. Many of the foods you've been told are healthy your entire life are actually making you age faster. And now, you know exactly what they are. First, we uncovered whole wheat bread and grains, the so-called heart-healthy foundation of the food pyramid. But in reality, they spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammation, and speed up the breakdown of collagen. Translation: more wrinkles, stiffer joints, and faster aging. Second, we exposed the low-fat dairy scam. Skim milk and low-fat yogurt may look healthy on the surface, but they're stripped of the natural fats your body needs, loaded with sugar, and leave you nutrient-starved. Instead of protecting your health, they rob your body of what it needs to stay youthful. Third, we revealed the fruit juice and cereal trap. Sold to us as the perfect breakfast, they're actually sugar bombs in disguise. Instead of fueling your day, they age your skin, stress your liver, and leave you tired and craving more food. Now, I know this can feel overwhelming. You might be thinking, Dr. Barry, I've been eating these foods for years. Is it too late for me? And here's my answer. Absolutely not. The beautiful thing about the human body is its ability to heal when you finally give it what it needs. You can start today, right now, making better choices. Swap the bread for vegetables, swap the juice for water or tea, swap the cereal for real protein and healthy fats. Within just a few weeks, you'll feel the difference. More energy, less stiffness in your joints, clearer skin, better focus, and as months go by, you'll not only feel younger, people around you will start to notice that you look younger too. But here's the catch: you have to take action. The food industry is never going to stop marketing these fake healthy foods. They make billions of dollars keeping you hooked on bread, cereals, juices, and low-fat products. They want you sick, tired, and dependent. That's why you need to protect yourself and your family by breaking free from the lies. If you're serious about healthy aging, if you want to be strong, active, and sharp well into your 70s, 80s, even 90s, then today is the day you stop believing the hype and start eating real whole foods. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these so-called healthy foods are you cutting out starting today? bread, low-fat yogurt, juice? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read them and I love seeing who's ready to take control of their health. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs to hear the truth, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss my latest tips on longevity, joint health, and anti-aging nutrition. Remember, you don't have to accept feeling old, weak, or tired. With the right food choices, you can stay strong, energetic, and young at heart for decades to come. The power is in your hands.